You don't need to care about what anyone says. You be who you are. You do anything you like to do. You live the life you want to live because it's you and you're beautiful. Trust me. I've been getting a lot of hate comments, people calling me a troller, people calling me a clown, when I'm just trying to be myself. Who has the right to say something like that? People say you have free speech, you know? Why do you use it so carelessly? Why do you use it to hurt people? Now, I'm a pretty strong person. I don't get affected by things like this. But so other people, they can be driven to poor mental health. They can be driven to terrible thoughts. And that's on you. So don't do that. Be a good person. Be someone who your parents would be proud of, that your community could be proud of. Don't be a jackass. Now, I'm not taking estrogen at the moment. I've never taken it before. I want to do my research into it, and also I don't have the funds for it. I'm still a student, and I'm an international student as well, so my parents are paying a lot of money for my education, and I'm gonna get a job soon, within a few months really. And then once I do that, I can start to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, talk to them about my feelings, and then also talk to an endocrinologist and potentially start on hormones. So that's something I'm really interested in as well, because I want my body to be more like a girl's body and have that same kind of physiology. I hear that you get this sort of calm, this sort of feeling of calm when you're on estrogen, rather than this kind of raging kind of and you can also like cry more. You can let out your emotions more, and that's something I've struggled with. I kind of keep things in. I don't talk about it, which is kind of why I've held this in for so long. I started following a lot of small YouTube channels, especially from male to female transition. And it feels like we're all going on this train together. And it's nice. It's nice to interact with some people and see their progress, I don't really care too much about this YouTube channel getting big or anything like that. I just want to look back at my progress and look at my development, my thinking, my thoughts over time. It's like a diary. And I've noticed that the world isn't really ready for this sort of thing, The world is still full of hate. The world is full of judgment. And I don't know where this is coming from. Is it coming from religion? Is it coming from fear that the world is everyone's going to hell, or this is the end of times, or something like that? The kind of fundamentalist kind of thinking. Now, I'll tell you a story. So I used to have a really religious girlfriend. We actually broke up because we had a disagreement about LGBTQ. I didn't break up with her. She broke up with me. She blocked me and then, didn't talk to me for months. And this was a long relationship. It was about 2.5 years. The main thing was I had watched this TV show where there was it was called The Owl House. It was like a cartoon. I really love animation and cartoons, and the main characters were lesbians, and they did it in such a way where it wasn't a struggle for them. The world accepted them, and it was beautiful. And I was telling my girlfriend about it, and she was just like, ew, that's disgusting. And I was trying to convince her, and I did some research, and I was like, okay, maybe the religion there is some misunderstandings. And she was just like, no way, that's heresy. And I won't name the religion, and I won't name her at all, but she got convinced that I was gay, and now I figured out that I'm trans and I'm bisexual. And I guess that's why I felt so strongly about this group of people, because I related to them. But at the time, she was quite hostile and aggressive, and she started talking about, what if we had kids and now kids became gay, and what would you do? And I said, I'd let them be whoever they want to be. That's them. I'd love them for them. And she said, no, I would try to get them on the right path, even if that means suppressing those thoughts, those feelings. And I said that was wrong, and we broke up. I was depressed for a whole year. I missed her a lot. I don't miss her anymore. I still think fondly of her. It was a good relationship, but even the nicest people can be bigots. She was a really nice person, but she was a bigot. She held beliefs to harm other people and to think people was disgusting. That's just wrong. The whole world, every single person is beautiful. Even the worst types of people who do horrible things, they come from beautiful places and they have the capacity to do good, even though they do evil. even the bigots, even the people that say all these bad comments or do violence against trans people, they have the capacity to do good, and I have to believe in that. I have to believe that this world can be different, and the only way is to keep trying and pushing. There was a time when women were discriminated against 50, 60 years ago, and they still are, but think about all the freedoms that they have now due to the feminist movements. That's why we need to push. We need to fight as trans people. We need to fight for our rights. We need to fight for our freedoms. I sound pretty patriotic in a way, but I am. We have to fight for our lives, to live in harmony and peace with everyone else, to have a normal life, to live, to go to the movies, to go dancing in the middle of the street. I mean, I don't think, I always get romantic thinking about dancing in the middle of the street. But yeah, just enjoying your life, going out for meals, working, having families, growing old. That's what it's all about. So just trust me, I know this is going to turn around. We just have to hold in. Hold my hand, come with me on my journey, and we will change the world.